The items in this scene will remind you of the types of blood cells and the characteristic of each type. There are white blood cells called leukocytes and red blood cells called erythrocytes. There are two types of white blood cells, granular and non-granular. The statue of the white knight and everything in the park reminds you white blood cells and their characteristics. The ship on the Red Sea reminds you of the red blood cells and their characteristics. First, the white blood cells are the leukocytes. The white knight reminds you of the white blood cells. In fables, the white knight is symbolically fighting for good causes. Likewise, the white blood cells fight against disease. Haiku art shows items which cause the viewer to remember or even to begin to sound out certain items. To trigger you to remember the white blood cells are called leukocytes. We have the knight carrying the official flag of his king, Louis XIV. Remembering Lou as in Louis triggers you to say Lou as in leukocyte. White blood cells are divided into 6 types. 3 are granular. They can be remembered with items in the park: the neutrophil, the basophil, the eosinophil. The flag on the ship is the official flag of New Orleans. To say new triggers you to say neutrophil. The base of the statue triggers you to say basophil. The plaque or sign at the foot of the base triggers you to say eosinophil. New Orleans for neutrophil, base for basophil, sign for eosinophil. By the way, the flag of New Orleans is very similar to the flag of Louis XIV. You can look them both up on the internet as an assignment and help you to reinforce your memory. The more you know about a picture, the more you think about the picture, the more references you have to the picture, the easier it is to remember it long term. See the blood section part 2, which would be HIQ blood part 2, for more information about the red blood cells. But remember this one scene rather than having to remember large amounts of material. You can run hard copies of this scene off at forhiq.com. Print copies at forhiq.com and contact us with your mnemonic memory devices.